Hello everyone, this is JLS1114. I wanted to share an article with you, excuse me, that basically it talks about how Apple became more blind friendly with their products. Now before I go into reading this, the reason partly why I really want to come forth and do this is RML695 as a lot of other people who are really into Apple like him, one of the main things they say they really like about Apple is because they are so accessible to the blind community. Well, they're no different than anybody else. The only reason why they got more and more accessible is because they got sued. It doesn't mention that they got sued in this article. It just says about the agreement that came forth. But due to a reliable source, should I say, I know that it came forth. The agreement came forth because they got sued. So basically this article just talks about what got agreed upon once they came to some agreement after them. Massachusetts, my state, and my friend's state in the back of who's in the other room, she's teasing me. I got sorry, she's teasing me and make
myself known.
Yeah, and make it more. So anyway, okay, so getting to the subject at hand, finally.
Finally.
Alright, I'm gonna read the article and I'll tell you my opinions. Okay?
This is gonna take a while for you.
Okay. Apple has committed to work with the state of Massachusetts to use its voice-over technology from macOS X to make its iTunes and iPod ecosystem fully usable for the blind. Before the agreement, Apple had already been making strides. Voiceover and braille support for OS X and closed captioning for iPod and Apple TV have already been implemented to a degree. Somewhat, but after the agreement, we had to get going. That's what that tells me. But Apple's taken it even further due to the agreement. The 4G iPod Nano features an optional spoken interface excuse me, to help with audio navigation, and the new hardware includes blind-friendly features like the shake to shuffle function. And in quotations it says, "We were wondering who that was for," close quotation. Really? They did that for us? Yeah. Apple's new mic-integrated headphones provided tactile controls on the cable, which most people hated, by the way, and I guess they're saying it had to do with us. I don't know. And can also be used to receive vocal commands. That is cool. But most importantly, Apple has promised in this agreement to flesh out its compatibility and make iTunes 8, yes, I know we're on to 9, but this was September 27, 2008 is the exact date when this article came out. iTunes 8 and iTunes U 100% accessible for the blind. By the end of this year, that was in 2008, as well as donating $250,000 to the Massachusetts Commission for the Blind. And that's basically the only part I wanted to read on that. So basically, if this agreement didn't come forth from Massachusetts, and it was due to somebody in Massachusetts who was complaining that Apple wasn't accessible, their products weren't very accessible, so that's why they kept going. And I read another article from the National Federation for the Blind that said that this agreement that was mentioned in this article was made for 3 years. So every time, that's why they carried it to their phones. That's why their iPods have gotten more and more blind friendly. That's why iTunes is much better, because somebody in Massachusetts got on their butt and it became a big thing. And so now everything they do now, they are obligated for 3 years. Somebody wants that article, just let me know, and I will send it along. But yeah, that was an article I read after this one. But yeah, for 3 years, can you believe that? So they're gonna be on them for 3 years. So everybody gets on Microsoft, but one thing I have to give Microsoft, they're open to third-party software. You can get JAWS. You can't get JAWS on Apple. So they had to, within their own company, had to come up with something, because they're not open to other things if they want to ever compete with Microsoft. So that's how I feel. And they got even better than Microsoft because of the agreement. If somebody does that to Microsoft, I'm sure they'll be the same way. But will people be like that with Microsoft? Probably not, because those third-party companies, they're companies that's all they do. And all of them can work on Windows platforms. So I don't think it'll happen. But we shall see. So if anybody has any more comments, questions, feel free. I just wanted to pass that along. And let me know what you think. Have a nice day. Bye.